My mic settings got replaced. Hold on, I have to turn on my gain. No! I couldn't alt tab in time. Yeah, sorry about that. My PC, for some reason, will just occasionally completely reset my settings, and I was like, oh. So when you guys said it's too quiet, I'm like, it's not. It's just my PC doesn't want me to be happy. Because I have two different mics. I cast with a headset mic, and then I stream with my Shure, which is this mic that I'm using right now. The problem is they use entirely different profiles for the microphone. So at times, if you're not careful, you'll have settings on for another. You also need different compressor. You need different gain. You need different phantom power between the two of them. So it's a lot of things going into that. Is that annoying to switch? No, I mean, it's like 2 buttons. It's just like, usually I use the streaming one the most because I stream most days and I don't cast every day. But it's more so just knowing that like, I'll have it, like I'll shut down my PC using one setting, and then when I boot it up the next time, it's not on those settings. So that's why sometimes I'll start stream and then people will be like, wait, I can't hear you. And I'm like, wow, like you should still be on the yesterday's settings. There you go. Finally caught the beginning of a stream. Hello, Kevdog. Wow, those guys actually just stacked the wall like that. Good job, Gets. That's gotta be cool, right? Oh. I knew there was a guy behind me, and I knew there was a guy getting boost directly to the right of me, so I was like, I'm gonna lob that, because if I hit it forward, it's just gonna be a giveaway, but maybe we can crash if we go next. Nice. Good demo. That's cost of owning the Shure itself. I mean, it's not really an issue, it's more of a mixer issue, because like you have to adjust it between mics, so that's like the weird stuff. Hey, Kyle. Has the YouTube super chat been fixed? No, Team YouTube, like the Twitter account, actually reached out to me about that, and I told them about the issue, and they haven't responded to me. So I think they don't know. I've literally just replaced it by manually adding in the text. So every time I get a donation, I just Alt-Tab and manually type in, okay, this is how much we have, which is kind of annoying, but at least it like functionally serves the same purpose. Also, this way I can also count super stickers, which previously did not get counted. It's kind of like a neat way of like, now it's like every donation counts. It just takes me slightly longer to actually like put it into the stream. Because obviously if someone donates immediately on the old system, it just updated like bang. But now it's like I have to physically type it in. Okay, there we go. I'm like, I just need to stay behind it. We're just gonna send that one high. That one's weird to deal with. Quick pop. Bang. Close one. Oh, that's a really nice prediction by NKB. I did not think he'd be there. This might be on target. Yeah, I could save. Teammates this game, I'm digging them. They're fast. They're confident. They're just going for stuff. It's nice. But yeah, you got it right. It's a Shure SM7B, but it's a S-H-U-R-E, not just like S-U-R-E. Noise. Good luck on the streak. Thank you. Thank you, Kyle, for the fiber. Hopefully your day's been going well. Nice streak. I mean, they're not rare. It's just kind of refreshing when you start a day and immediately your first game on is like, oh, these guys are like fast and actually going for the reads. Like they're not just sitting there staring at the ball as the other team speeds around them. To the point where this game honestly feels like we're ahead. It feels weird to be playing this game and not be in the lead. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think you'd get that last touch, but I was about to say, I'm like, if you flick that like a little heavier. Okay. Nice dunk. Perfect. Perfect, chat. All right, now we change it to 5 out of 10. There we go. See? Look, it's like it's fixed, chat. Oh my gosh. First, I don't know about that one, Hagi. You're definitely first out of the PMU gang. Yeah, it's like the super chat counter is definitely fixed now, despite the fact that the spacing is weird and also it's not aligned well. But that's okay. No one cares about that. I got the sales job. Let's go, Mystery. Woo! Congrats, man. That's really quick that you found out. You interviewed yesterday and you immediately got it. I feel like every time the only time that's ever happened to me was interviewing for grad school. They told me on my plane ride back. It was mostly just being like, hey, what do you think about the other? Because the scary part was when I went to grad school for my interviews, all the other programs, cognitive, clinical, community psych, they all had like 40 people there, it felt like, collectively. Like, it was like a massive amount of applicants. And so I was scared because social, my place for my PhD, was only myself and my future roommate and lab partner, Paul. So we showed up and naturally we're thinking like the whole point of interviewing is that there's only so many spots. So we legitimately both were like, oh my God, it's literally just us two for one spot. And so the whole day we were talking, we're like, man, we're actually like really, we got along. He was like my best friend when I lived in Chicago. And it was really nice, but over time it was kind of weird because it was like, oh, this kind of sucks because like one of us is gonna have to get this spot. So at the end of the interview and everything, we were flying back and he told me, he's like, hey, best of luck for whoever gets it. I was like, yeah, same. And then I got talked to via email by the advisor that I interviewed with. And they were like, how do you like Paul? And I was like, I think Paul's great. I think we're similar in some stuff. He's like, do you think you're too similar? And I'm like, no, I think we're actually like, we have like unique different views and approaches to how we like to do our research and the topics we do research on. She's like, cool, because you both got it. I was like, yay! So that was like a fun little like, oh, cool. Like I assumed the worst. And in fact, it was the best case scenario where they don't have to choose between one or the other. We just both get into the PhD program or whatever. I think his rank is GC. Right now we are GC3. We're like 2-3 games off SSL. We're trying to get back to top 100. Nice. Melodic, you find me? Yeah, you do. Bang. Oh, good save. Okay. But hi, Vodable. How's your evening? Okay, that works. I was saying, like, I just need to get out there. Just grinding Supervive. So, okay, I forget. Is Supervive the Overwatch and League clone? Like, it's the MOBA, or like the MOBA thing with like jumping and you can jump over the gaps or whatever? Or am I remembering something else? The BR combo of that. Okay, okay. I do like how that's like the new winning formula for all modern games. Just take 2 existing games and just like mix it up a little. Best caster at the world in Rocket League? I don't think there's a cast that's higher rank out unless you count like T-Bates, maybe. Well, CJ is higher ranked than me probably still, even as a retired pro. I'm definitely in the conversation, though. Yeah, a big congrats, Mystery. Is it like a sales and anything specific, or is it just like are you like cold calling people? Are you like on the floor? In the trenches. How you liking Supervive so far? Are you playing it because you actually like really adore it, or are you playing it because the inevitable caster thing of like, I want to know this game so well so that if I ever have a casting opportunity, etc.? That was me once upon a time with the finals, until the finals basically decided they're never doing esports. And I was like, oh, well, not playing this game anymore, because I was really playing it for the utility of, like, I think this game looks interesting and I would like to cast. They're selling hello food for, oh, cool. Yellow, everyone thing. Well, so long as you can close the deal, hopefully get your money together, make your living a little bit easier. Hello. It's fun. I plan to cast some noise. Hopefully Deadlock also starts taking off, especially with collegiate stuff. Collegiate feels like the perfect testing grounds for all new esports, you know? Kind of like how Omega Strikers was. Because I feel like that's like a great way to like basically have a bunch of people that are enthusiastic. You already have basically teams set up, you know? You just play with people at your uni. I feel like it's a great way to like organize all that. Trying to keep this ball around in their half. Could be in. Nice. Only 20 hours per week, and I think 500 base pay and commission on top. Okay, not too bad for per week. Most agency casters would get gigs as always. Oh, I mean, obviously, that's the sad part always of agency work. That's honestly the one thing that, like, I'm not willing to comment on any of their tweets, but there are some people who, like, do some agency casting who need to understand that their grind is not really the same as everyone else. I always kind of disliked it when they're like, yeah, we've been really grinding. And I'm like, you mean being handed gig after gig? Like, the grind for you guys ended like 4 years ago. Like, you don't have to actually audition for stuff. Like, I don't mind if they're proud of their accomplishments or they're like excited for gigs. I just don't want them to think like it's the remotely the same process. It's some guy who isn't you going to a person who you've never talked to say, hey, my guy can do this, pay them this much. And they're like, okay, and then that's it. That's the conversation. That is the beginning and end of that conversation. Which is why I can't wait until your boy gets 30K on Twitter and finally becomes a clouded caster who gets insta-hired for whatever he wants, only for then Twitter to collapse in on itself, and then I have to restart on Blue Sky. Also, can we just, like, develop an app that whenever I tweet something on Twitter, it just tweets it on Blue Sky for me? Because I think that would be actually the ideal. I don't like the idea that I'd be using them the exact same, and I don't want to use just one or the other, and I don't want to have to keep manually flipping between one or the other. What is Blue Sky? Basically, Jack Dorsey, the old guy who sold Twitter, he went and made a new website, basically called Blue Sky. And it's basically just like Twitter Lite. But people are starting to go there as Twitter becomes more and more Nazi-ish in terms of how platformed, like, hate mobbing is. So... oh gosh, chat, it's the party I can't win with. They're back. Ah. Yeah. Expecting him to hit that a little differently. Ooh, I really expect you to not do that. Okay. You don't have that? Okay. They didn't press it though. Cool. Does Ant have a blue tag? I don't know who that is. Oh, this guy. Yes. You guys let in someone named Anthony? That's crazy. Okay. Oh, yeah, pass? God, that would have been really cool if it passed. Or shot it. God, I really wish he stopped doing that. Arya's hit it off the sidewall with no backup plan like 3 times now, and it's really making me feel like that's the way we're going to lose this one. What? That's not true. Rush, that was your wide open shot, Sad. Oh, he actually just gave it away off the wall. I expected him to like have a backup plan as I jumped for that. I didn't realize I let go of the boost. I was like, I have enough boost to reach that. Ooh, yeah, that's the inevitable moment where I was waiting for. He needs backup plan, we can just blame teammates. I mean, Rushley casually has 80 boost and somehow does not get that catch, but that's okay. Again, Conestoga College, I love you guys. I'm glad you guys got 1 round into day 2 and get these top 128 tags, but I need you guys to stop queuing at my time of night, because I swear I have not won in 7 straight matches with these guys. It is legitimately insane how consistent the losses are with this team. And the weird thing is, like, I played them collectively in ranked, and they're not bad. It's just like, for some reason, when they duo queue, they just throw all of their knowledge out the window. Okay. Ball lobs middle, Rushley with 80 boost decides not to go for it, turns away. He loses that arrow because he never went for it. Goes over his head, he can't reach it. He misses that again, then uses all his boost to grab pads and uses more boost than he had originally saved up or gathered, and then he gets lobbed and it's a goal. Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? This is high GC3. Legitimately, I'm asking that with full, like, curiosity. What is the plan? The fact that I can see these things happening in real time and know how it's gonna end is just sad every time. Upline, upline. That almost was what I wanted, but the idea was there, and I probably could have done something with that if I tried harder. Okay. Okay, not the best pass, but I also figured since we're down by 2 with 10 seconds remaining, we're probably just gonna full send, and apparently we decided not to. So again, winning strategy, and now extending our streak to 7 straight games where we have lost with this duo. But who's counting? Anyway. Time to Q dodge. Always sad when you start off the day with a bunch of wins and then you inevitably get the people you recognize that you're like... I do admit that part of it is like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like, I think I play differently because I know they're on my team, but like... Ooh, can't stand that. It's RL, bro. No, I understand that. It's just, it's different when you're at a high rank because there's only so many players. So you see the, like, sometimes, yeah, you play in a game and like, oh, my teammates aren't that good. But like, it's painful in high ranks because there's only like such a small pool of people to pick from that when you see certain names, you know them so intimately, because it's not that you've played them like once or twice. You played them like 40 times across your career in Rocket League. Are dumplings good? Yes, I think dumplings on the whole are pretty great. I think like, I don't think I've had a dumpling that I didn't enjoy. I feel like they're all pretty phenomenal. There's the body, or now we must duel. OCE servers are like that in Plat and Diamond. Well, you guys have a smaller pool of people, but I'd be surprised if it was that consistent playing the same people in Plat and Diamond. That's like the most populous ranks, assuming the distribution's the same in OCE. Eating either dumplings or tacos tonight? Oof. Pumio on top. Give me literally any other teammates and you guys lose, and he loses that game, Elias. I can guarantee that. Mystery, I have like pallets upon pallets of free Red Bull that I need to go through, so. We some demons, bro. I don't even know if he touched the ball that last game. On the same duo on your team? On the same, I'm so lost. So you just beat the team that I'm currently playing with? Is that what you're trying to say? Oh, why are you the one to go? I get free Red Bull. I mean, I got a bunch of free Red Bull. I don't get free Red Bull anymore. Granted, I actually much prefer sugar-free to all these different flavors, just because I hate Red Bull. I eat any energy drink with sugar, because the sugar crash actually feel like counteracts the benefits of caffeine. Oh, I didn't have to clear that. Thought a guy was in my grill. Interesting. I like the almost idea there. Okay, bonked him. No, why'd you? Oh, he jumped her. Ugh. He was in a great position, but then he like jumped for the rebound, even though the ball was definitely deflecting right down the middle. Whoa, that's way farther than I thought it would be. That's kind of wild. Look, good thing Khaled will definitely challenge us right now. Nice. Bonk. Oh, I hate that. Bro just landed right in front of me. I demo him, and for some reason that deflects me instead of just making me go through him like wet paper. Big sad. Zero tastes better. I mean, I just prefer... I don't even care about the taste. Energy drinks can taste like absolute garbage for all I care. I just want a little bit of a perk up that caffeine provides. I don't need to be wired. I don't need these 200 milligrams of caffeine all these freaking energy drinks want put in. I just want like a Red Bull thing, like 80 milligrams in a little cup, no sugar crash, and that's it. We're good. I'll deal with that. And for some reason, Red Bull's like, what if we added 26 milligrams of sugar in here, or grams of sugar? And I'm just like, bro, like that, I don't want it. I don't want it. And like, yeah, but what if we put it in literally every drink? Even though I almost guarantee if you polled nationally, most people would not care if an energy drink had a much sweeter taste or anything. I think that honestly, the only people I actually worry about when they consume energy drinks are the people who are like, I like energy drinks because of the flavor. I'm like, that's not good. You shouldn't just drink those casually, you know? You should only drink energy drinks because you actually like want to wake up. Hi, Grayson, by the way. The Alpha Rizzler has arrived. Is that what y'all are calling Preston now? I would say he's alpha, like an alpha program, like the first version you put out. He's the early access Rizzler. Okay. Ah. Okay, Palace has that. It's fine. I'm just gonna let that one go. Oh, he just called my bluff. He was like, nah, I'm just gonna go. I didn't think he was that far back. Hi, Gnome. Okay, I was like 5% sure if he actually was hitting that. So I think part of the reason you probably beat him up so bad, Catter, is that I think Diego might be a C3. I'm like pretty confident that Diego is not this rank. I think this is a classic duo queue situation where SSL wants to play with his friend and brought him in. I think I'm slowly unraveling what was going on here, Catter. I am confident that you beat this team up because I'm confident I don't think I would need to hold the controller in order to score a goal if I was playing against these guys. I've just noticed Diego is always moving up the field despite the lack of ball moving upfield. And that kind of surprises me. So I'm gonna go with he's 15. All right, never mind. I guess he's the higher MMR player there. Okay, well. Hello, Only Granger. Hello, you live in Russia. Come visit. I am not going to Russia. I'm sorry. I'm good. Hello, Dylan. Does not have a finger on the pulse. Bro, if I don't have a finger on the pulse of rank, then who does? I play a lot of 3v3 ranked. I just watched that man confusedly meander through the field for 5 minutes. I genuinely thought he would be a lower rank, and yet it turns out he is the higher version of the other guy on his team, which is wild to me. You alive? That's kind of a weird thing to ask. I don't know if that's like a translation issue. Okay. Domino, just because you don't know how to use any other heart boxes doesn't mean it's our problem. Okay. Ah, sad. Oh, got that last second touch. Okay. Yeah, the only thing I don't like about the Dominus is occasionally there's a situation in which like I am put into a situation where I cannot touch the ball on the wall the same way, and it's really annoying. But like 99% of the time when I'm playing this, I'm like, this is fun. There's just like a 1 in like 50 moment where I'm just like, kind of wish I could just touch this once on the wall without jumping. I used to use the Fennec, but I feel like it's so easy to control the car on the top. I mean, controlling the ball on the top of the car I don't think has ever been an issue. I think it's really just the wall play. 50s you can make up for by just challenging slightly differently, but wall play for me is like the #1 thing where usually if I'm not feeling the Dominus, that's why. It's just like something feels a little off, unlike me controlling the ball or trying to get a certain touch, and I'm just like, this would be easier if I just had a taller hitbox. Hello. Play Scarab? No. Scarab is the only car I dislike because it is the only one there. The visual hitbox and the actual hitbox are so violently different. Evil. Buddy. What was that? You forgot to flip into it. Oh. I had that much faith that Melodic would land on that. What? You actually full sent that hard into that? That's crazy. Yeah, you deserve to miss that. Okay. Bro, pallets, it needs to be neutered. Holy crap, dude. This guy should not be allowed to reproduce. Stuff he's going for and getting away with right now should not be allowed in polite society. Okay. Guy's in the ceiling. I'm just gonna hit off the ceiling so he has to come off the wall to actually like reach the ball. Get that, evil. Close. Oh my god. I was a little nervous because that rose over me, and then I was like, all right, Pumpkin has that. And then he didn't have it, so I was like, oh, I had to turn back across. My bad. A little confused on who's going for what now. All right, skipped it over him, did my job. Pallets doesn't get that save. Evil Pumpkin, it's wide open. Close one. No! Okay, cool. I was going for the dunk and the guy missed it. I was like, no, it's an open shot! Luckily, the other guy didn't flip into it or anything. He was just like, oh, cool, I'll just land. Your first move if you became dictator? I'm not gonna answer that just because there's like joke answers and then there's like actual answers, and I feel like that basically just borders into a political conversation. Okay. Nice. Okay. Oh, no shot, he doesn't want that. Okay, I was gonna say. Okay, nice. Nice. Okay, I was about to say, I'm like, you either hit it down the line or you just give it away, so. Oh. Pass middle. Ah, he didn't react in time. I'm not going scarab. Also, Dylan, if you keep spamming emotes, I'm gonna time you out myself. Can I donate? Yes, you can. It's entirely up to you whether you want to donate. And the fact that you've asked, can I donate, makes me feel like you don't actually want to donate. You want the attention that comes with the prospect of you donating. Because otherwise you just donate, you know what I mean? If someone want to donate 50 and I'll play the scarab, sure, go for it. Otherwise, not touching that garbage car. The car that literally only exists so that people can try to be different and be like, yeah, I actually like it. Fucking all these nerds that are like, I actually like the scarab because I like the car. I'm like, no, you don't. Aesthetically, it is not good to look at. It's not fun to play as. Doesn't sound good even. Like the default engine noises or anything are terrible. It's literally just a car to try to stand out. I guess it's technically nostalgic because I believe it's from the SARP days, but I don't know. I don't even buy that as a reason. Okay. Mystery, thank you for the 149. And that's how you donate. Yep. Sad. Oh, pallet. You actually went for that. This guy is like legitimately psychotic. Like, I don't trust anything he does. New emo? Yep. Ah, I didn't expect the first guy to miss. Sad. Cool. Got a pop. Yo, 100 boost. Take 50. Take 50. Close one. Alrighty. I like it melodic. Yeah, I figured. Oh, he's closer than I thought. Melodic is probably gonna beat on that. Oh, never mind. He got a weird angle. Or rather, the guy on the pinch didn't get a good angle. Nice. Get a reset. Get a reset. Get a reset. Not like that. I was gonna go for a dish, and honestly, I bailed. And halfway through, I just realized honestly they didn't even go up. I probably could have gotten away with a dish. Okay. Oh, pumpkin always scares me when people do that. Pumpkin, that all happens because you didn't trust and you put it to the corner and then gave it away immediately on port. I should have went for that, just in case on a double commit. I figured that would have probably happened, but I was like, I think Melodic Pro still gets there. Hi, gamer. Sad. Should not have been a lot. We were kind of kicking the shit in for that whole game on port. Hello, birdie. I got new emotes. I can't even use them. You literally can. You just go to your emotes. Oh, right, because you're not a member. Skill at you again. All right, we have an update to the dono that I have to do. 1 second. There we go. Hey, San Hatake. It is indeed Taco Tuesday. That's fun. Subscribe or reported. Words to live by, Jaden. Hello. I love iced coffee. Never been a fan of coffee in general. Iced coffee is even worse. If I'm gonna drink a drink, I want it to be warm. I'm room temperature gang with most drinks. Like if I order water, I want it to be room temperature. If I get an energy drink, I want it to be room temperature. All right. Ventil, also someone I've not been winning a lot with, and that's part of the reason why. I'm for it. Hi, Goosey. Room temperature energy drink. I don't ever want a cold energy drink. Just put it in my body. I don't want a warm one. I just want a, you know, whatever. I mean that with all the love in the world. Okay. What are you guys putting your freaking monsters in a wine glass with some coolers? Yeah, how was your movie, Preston? I really jinxed this stream, chat. Literally first game on, I'm like, man, these teammates are great. What a great start. And then ever since then, I've just been really upsetty spaghetti. That last game with Melodic should have been a win, but we, of course, it's this duo queue that overcomplicates things, and that's the loss. At the end of the day, that's really what it does in GC3 SSL. Is one player will try to be the hero on a play that definitely does not deserve that treatment, and then it'll end up costing a game. Okay. You just didn't touch it. What? He was lined up and then he drove to the right. What was that? Why would you not get goal side of the ball that the guy is shooting? Go this one. I haven't seen that movie yet. Preston's too young for that movie. Movie has too much gratuitous violence in it. I'm not getting that read. Close one. All right, GG's. This is like legitimately exercise in futility. Okay, I guess we're gonna keep trying. I'm waiting for our first shot. Do we have one yet? Oh. Ooh, really hate how you're going for that one that late. Especially since as he went for it, he could see me going for it. All right, we'll grab that corner. It's only PG 18 plus. You mean R? AKA a teenager would legally need a parent to be able to actually go with him. I believe that's how R-rated movies work. And Preston is like 14, so maybe. No, he's 13. Very accurate to the books. I mean, are they? I feel like Dune is kind of like, well, at least Dune 2 goes kind of off script a little bit. Dune 1 seems like it's like mostly the books. But a lot of my friends who read Dune, they said that Dune 2 kind of goes off the rails a little bit because you can't really adapt it one-to-one because they don't, it's more about like, hey, these guys were fighting off camera, you know, type of thing. And then in the movie, they actually like show it because they're like, well, we can't just like have people sitting in a room talking about fighting. They should probably just show the fighting. I need people to exit this game and uninstall. I really do. I don't understand the logic of stealing boost and then immediately rotating out when all the players in the other team are on the goal line. Here, stay in the corner. Okay, well, that was more on me. I didn't really pay attention to where he was positioned. I just saw his name tag. Ventil, you have 100 boost. I'm about to get demoed. Transformers 1 is mad good though. I've also heard that. People were like, apparently it's like, people are saying it's like a tragedy. This game is like, that movie is like so viewed. I don't know if the box office is still suffering, but I know people are really like, it's a shame that people are seeing all these like high advertising budget garbage movies when they're like Transformers 1 is like seen as like a nerdy niche video, but it's actually like a movie, but people are like, it's everyone I've known who've seen it is like, it was very entertaining. Did you say the high seas like me to watch it? I mean, that's how kind of I watch most movies after a while, allegedly. Like, unless there's a movie that I know I like need to see in IMAX or something. Like, I feel like if you guys haven't ever seen Interstellar in like an IMAX theater, you should. If they re-release it, because I know recently Christopher Nolan's doing that. If you have a chance to do that, like, watch Interstellar with like crazy big screen and with like insane sound system, it will actually be like, this is the best theater experience you've ever seen in your life. Like, certain movies are just made to watch in a theater. I don't care what sound system you have at home. I don't care what headphones you use. You need to see the type of shit in a theater. I need help. What do you need help with, Devoy? Lord of the Rings: Return of the King was life-changing for me. I bet. Yeah, Interstellar in a theater is probably the best theater experience I've ever had. Probably the only one that ups it was watching Avengers Endgame in person, because I saw that on opening night, and the theater experience was like no other in Chicago. People were full on screaming in the theater. That to me is one of those things that like theaters will always be like the best viewing experience for. Like there's definitely some movies I watch where I'm like, I kind of wish I didn't spend money on this. But like, as in like, I could have watched this at home and it would have been fine. But like, when you go to stuff like that, like opening night on like a really nerdy thing where the crowd's like really into it, it was like, this is something I will not be able to replicate with any other movie in the future. Especially since Marvel's kind of lost the grip on the fan base. Like, I don't think people really give a crap anymore about Marvel stuff. They had so much momentum with like Thanos, but now they're like trying to assume like you can just put a new villain and everyone will be just as hype. It's like, nah, I think we liked the slow burn up to like a satisfying ending. Like, I don't think. Also, on top of the fact that they're starting to like gatekeep stuff, you know, like I'm not paying for Disney Plus to watch these freaking side movies. You're telling me I gotta watch a whole TV show just to understand what's gonna happen in the next Marvel project? Get out of here. Like, I'm not watching Secret Invasion. Get out of here. Especially if the quality's not good. Like, some of these... What's crazy is that, like, stuff like Andor, for example, has a higher budget, or at least it looks higher budget than compared to, like, the Obi-Wan Kenobi thing. Like, if you're a Star Wars fan. Like, why would anyone invest in when, like, the side characters movie, like TV show is like incredibly high quality, and then like literally arguably the most popular character in all of Star Wars as like a CW looking show is a monopoly? I mean, of course it's a monopoly. They just buy anything. They're basically trillionaires. Andor's kind of fire. No, I'm not saying it shouldn't be. I'm just saying like the quality differs so much that like you're watching Andor. And I haven't even watched all of Andor. I've just like seen it with some buds, like some episodes, and I'm like, damn, this like looks good. The acting's good. Cinematography's good. Like it looks like a high budget thing. And then you watch like Obi-Wan Kenobi and you're just like, wow, this like doesn't feel like a high quality show. Like why would I want to watch that? EW with the CW slander. But I'm sorry. See, that's like a meme thing of like CW puts out like okay stuff for TV, like it's fine, but as you're watching it, you know you're not watching like this is the top of the line CGI, this is the best acting you'll ever see, this is the best whatever. I use this kind of like acceptable but not impressive. It's like that's like exactly how I define CW. It's like for the budget, oh yeah, you had, that's it. But when you're at Disney and you have like infinite budget to greenlight and you're making your show look like that, it's like, where is this going? Like genuinely, where are you putting this? I know I'm joking. Okay, I was about to say, because I know a lot of people love like The Flash and Arrow and Smallville back in the day, and a lot of those shows are pretty good, but like looking back, you're like, this could have been a little better. Like, man, I wish I could have gotten like a higher budget version of that or whatever. Also, in my opinion, a lot of shows would benefit from not trying to be syndicated until forever, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of shows would benefit, I think, from having fewer seasons. Because the issue with like Flash, for example, as like a character, is that within his pantheon of villains, like his rogues gallery or whatever, you have like a decent number of like interesting villain of the week characters. But if you want like a super big threat, the problem is it's like, it's always just another speedster. And this one's even faster. And it's like, yeah, I've seen this 50 times now. But what if there was a guy who could also access the Speed Force? Oh no, but he's evil. But what if he's even faster than the previous one? It's just like, yeah, of course, we've seen that. You can't have like Captain Boomerang in there as your big bad villain. You always need to add someone with like actual like higher stakes. I get that, but again, if you just did like a Speed Force villain for like a singular villain and you did like 2 or 3 really tightly written seasons or something, that works. But you can't do that when you're like season 15. Granted, I say this not 100% knowing how many seasons Flash had in the end, but it felt like too many. Oh, that's cool. Oh, okay. Vampire Diaries. Was Vampire Diaries a CW show? I always forget. What am I mixing that up with? It's Vampire Diaries and what's the Stars show that's about vampires from back in the day? That's why the Thinker was an interesting villain. I don't remember that at all. I didn't watch that, and honestly, I don't know the Rogues Gallery as well as I do. I don't remember the Thinker whatsoever. Wait, we're tied? I don't remember their first goal. Okay. 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 True Blood. True Blood. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. I'm like, there's like some like vampire show. I remember that was like an HBO like premium cable type thing, and I'm like, I forget what it's called. Awesome. Ooh, he went straight at it. Oh, Shay, you're gonna get scored on because of that. Ah, Shay, if you just trusted your instincts, that's a clear you could have had, but you instead went all the way back instead of just staying with it. Sad. All right, well, we just threw another game in which that was very much a worse team than us. Man, I forgot how hard the skill falls off once you fall out of 1850. Riggs 1850. It's GC3 still. GC3 is 1725 through 1874. But yeah, I forgot how hard the skill falls off at this level. Like these are still like elite players, and yet it's like I can see the train wreck in real time, and all I have to do is just go no, like, and watch. Is SL super hard to hit in threes? It's hard mainly just because there's no one on this playlist anymore, I think. I was literally SSL for like 2 weeks, and now I fell out, and now it's like I'm forgetting, wow, this is like incredibly difficult to get back. I forgot. Happy Thanksgiving week. Happy Thanksgiving week, Alice. Are you back home? Or is your work one of those weird ones where they only give you a day off on Thanksgiving, as if that helps at all? I'm supposed to fly back at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, but we have plenty of PTO. Oh, that's nice. Is it one of those things where do you have to get your PTO approved? Because I know some companies are pretty much just like, whenever you want to take off, just go for it, as long as you give us like a decent heads up. But I have a lot of friends who are like, hey, can I get time off? Because it's like, my favorite is when people are like, hey, I want to use PTO. And they're just like, no. You're like, what? It's my PTO. They're like, what's the reason for it? And I was like, I shouldn't have to give you a reason. It's my PTO. Frick off. If literally the reason was just, I don't feel like working, that should be enough, in my opinion. You shouldn't have to justify why you need time off. My boss is chill around the holiday. That's culture that you like. There's a quote I remember seeing that I kind of liked. It might actually be from a LinkedIn post, but I think it's very true about most things about like work environments and teams, is you can get someone like to take lower pay. Like someone will, pay doesn't matter if the culture's good, but if the culture's bad, it doesn't matter what the pay is. And I think that's like 100% true. Like I've known a lot of people who work like pretty good jobs. Everyone's like, oh, don't you know if other companies you could probably be making like 1.25 times more or whatever. And the people are just like, yeah, but like, I like it here and everyone's nice and I don't have to hate my job and my boss is chill and all that. And it's like, yeah, because honestly, I've seen a lot of my friends work for insane salaries, but they resent everything about their job. And they're just like, yeah, like if I had a chance to make a little bit less, like if they went from 150K a year to like 100K or 150K, my friend was like, even like 80K. Like I would gladly take a massive pay cut if I could just work in a place where I don't resent everyone I interact with. So I was like, yeah, that's kind of me. That's why I told you guys about the story right before I went to grad school. I got accepted in, and then I told my lab PI at the lab I worked at, the one that made me realize I had pretty horrible depression, and I was just miserable every day of my life and counting down the days until I left for grad school. He said, hey, the project that you've been running is actually going so well. I was wondering, could we convince you to stay? I will double your salary. A full 100% thing. He's like, that's how much I want you to stay here for an extra year, just to get us across the finish line. What do you say? And I told him flat out no. Immediately. He's like, do you want to think about it? I'm like, no. I'm like, I'm gonna straight up tell you right now, I hate this place. Oh, I didn't tell you this, but I was like, I just need to get out of here. But in my mind, I'm like, I hate this place so much, I would not even take a 100% raise. Like, I'm done. I need to go. I need to go. Which in a way was basically taking a pay cut because grad school only paid like 28K. And that's before casting and content really took off. I still think about that, like how much money I probably could have saved up if I took that pay raise, but at the same time, I was just like, I genuinely don't know how I would have like survived mentally if I had to work that job for another year. Good you for advocating for yourself. Well, at the end of the day, that's what you have to do. Like, no one's gonna advocate better for yourself than you. And so I think a lot of people, especially you young kids in chat, a lot of you are going to be going through this transitionary phase where you're gonna be thinking about what career you want, what job you want, etc., blah, blah, blah. And I think a lot of you will know people, or you are this person who says, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a CEO type, like super high driven MBA, whatever, working 80, 90 hours a week, because you think like that's the job you want. And I truly do mean this, as nerdy and as career counselor as it sounds. Try to find a job that best suits your ability to get paid a reasonable wage, but also activates some form of satisfaction on a deeper level that is not extrinsic. Extrinsic rewards are getting bonuses, are getting a company car, are getting a paycheck, or a big paycheck or whatever. At the end of the day, you want intrinsic rewards. You want to be able to work a job that actually makes you feel good. And so whenever I watch people go like, oh, I want to be a doctor, and then they like don't even really enjoy practicing biology or whatever, or like practicing and studying medicine. And it's just like, I think you went into this career because you liked the status, or you liked like the concept of just, wow, I'm going to be making so much money, which, you know, to each their own. But I feel like you guys should really start thinking about that. Take some internships while you're in college or in high school or whatever, and experiment, shadow people, just figure out what a day on the job is on some of your jobs. And yeah, because I know a lot of people who do jobs that pay them way more than me, but my God, are they far more miserable every single day because they just have to wake up and like force themselves to get out of bed. Oops, that was not the bounce I wanted. Even at jobs you've been at for a while, you still have to initiate for raises. Oh yeah, I mean, there's no reason to pay you better. Ideally, they should. Every year they should like talk about like, hey, we're gonna give you like a X% raise, I think. But that's why I also believe in pay transparency. I think if you're working a job, you shouldn't obviously go right up to people and be like, what do you make? But like, there definitely should be a mechanism in place for y'all to be like, hey, you're doing the same job as me. Are we getting paid the same? Or like, hey, what do you make? Or something. Because it should be better for everyone to know. Because I've definitely known people who've like worked a job for a while. Not to mention like random stuff like, like lady friends of mine work a job, and they found out through talking to them that like some of their colleagues were making like legitimately like $30,000 more. And then when she brought that up to people, they were like, oh, we can talk about that. And then at the end of the year, she, you know, gets a pay raise. And you're like, cool. And partly it was just because I think they negotiated her contract very low in the beginning of her working there, and then she just never advocated for more. Whereas the other guys were just like, nah, pay me more. Like, okay. Like, obviously it doesn't guarantee it, but keep in mind, it's very expensive to take the time to recruit and do interviews and hire new people. Replacing someone is not the cheaper alternative for most businesses. So if you serve value at your company, you should advocate to be like, hey, you actually want to, you know, spend more money than you would have if you just gave me a raise? Nice. I've started having this conversation with people closer at work. Seems like over my company's pretty equitable. Well, and that's what they should be. Like, it's a dangerous game to play to like risk, like, we're gonna save money by just paying one guy like super less and hope he never finds out. It's like, nah, imagine how betrayed you'd feel if every single person in your division was making way more than you and just no one ever knew. And you just realize like, oh, my company's just been profiting off of me working like, like intern levels of pay compared to what else. Like what that does to your culture of just knowing like, oh, your company actually doesn't care about you. Like they were actually taking advantage of you. But when you find out, oh, actually everyone gets paid the same, like to me, that's like, yeah, that's exactly what I would hope if I worked for a place like this. Alrighty. Yeah, I've never really worked a corporate job though, so I've never really had too much direct interaction with this. I've had some jobs where I've been able to like negotiate stuff. For example, I used to get paid 28K and I pushed myself up to 34 when I got my promotion, and then got that up to 37, which I was happy with. But like even still, like that, and this is also back in the day when like that was actually not horrible salary because it was out of college in like 2017, you know, back when my apartment, get this, my first apartment out of college, 700 square feet for $580, one bedroom. Oh yeah. I should pass that. The company's not or never will be your friend. Yes. That's why like there's like more content creators lately that are like basically like making skits, like teaching people that like implicitly of like how to like, have you seen the woman on, I think TikTok and YouTube Shorts who basically like teaches you how to professionally say like go F yourself to like other people? I love that. Passive aggressive emails are a core skill that you need to learn, I feel like. Nice. Yeah, my negotiation actually when I went from 28 to like 37 of overtime, that was funny because like, but technically we were on government grants, and it was basically just like my PI being like, so you guys only need what? Like $30,000 to live every year, and then meanwhile he's pulling in like $500,000 in combined grants, and we're just like, hey, if you wouldn't mind making like, I don't know, like 60K less a year when you're making $500,000, would you mind like paying us that instead so we could actually like not have subsistence labor? And he's just like, oh, that sounds good. And then he tried that, and now we were all happy. I was like, yeah, it's crazy that I had to ask you to do that. I am, but I can imagine it. Yeah, it's just like very fun. Very much, very like, it's like per my last email, but like the next level above. Sad. Bro says woo as if he didn't whiff the open, the open clear that went right at him. Crazy. All right, chat, we're gonna have to actually step it up here. Also, hello, the one boy, I didn't answer your question. I went to school for psychology and then got my master's in it as well, which is a more flexible degree than everyone will tell you it is. Everyone says, yeah, you know, that's a worthless degree. Get a business degree, get a bio degree, get a whatever. I'm like, bro, psych is applicable in like all realms. You just have to learn how to write well. That's the only other marketable skill you need. Yeah, Colorado's the equal pay for equal work acts, which means they have to publicly disclose compensations. All job postings plus external and internal. My specific company is an internal matrix showing the payback for every type and level of position, which helps in negotiation because you know where you're supposed to be objectively. Yes. I honestly cannot stand it when I occasionally will go on LinkedIn just to kind of poke around, see what jobs like might be hiring in Dallas, because I'm like always kind of like curious about like if I can get like a gig on the side. Because like right now I'm happy doing casting and content, but like I would like just like a solid paycheck just as like the foundation, you know? Like this is like guaranteed I will make X amount and then everything on top of that is just gravy. But that I always hate it when they're just like, hey, this is a position that pays well. And I'm like, well, define well. Because some people think $20 an hour pays well. And personally, my casting is like minimum like $50 an hour. Like I'd prefer to make a job that's like, you know, north of 60K and not just like, you know, $20 an hour. We're going to give you 39 hours a week so we don't have to give you benefits or whatever, you know? I love the federal law that says you can absolutely discuss wages in any companies that punish you can be sued. Well, 100% because it's like, they'll still try to scare you. They're like, oh, it's bad for culture if you're bringing these things up and blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, it's not. No, it's not. Also, my YouTube chat might have been silenced for a bit. It says chat disconnected, and now it's reconnected on YouTube. So I'm sorry if you guys have been chatting into the void lately. Hopefully I can actually read your chats now. Would you say you're happy with your salary? I'm comfortable with it, but I would want a little more just for security. Because my salary's still at the point where, like, I can't even call it salary. My income right now. It's at the point where the biggest issue is month by month it's inconsistent. Like, I have months where I can clear $10,000 a month, and some months where I can clear maybe $2,000, you know? Because that's just the nature of doing what I do. My biggest issue is just that with that inconsistency, sometimes comes awkward moments where like your savings will dip up and down. You have to be really, really militant about tracking what you're purchasing because, you know, you can budget for food and budget for outings and budget for whatever, but like sometimes you won't be able to track like, oh, right, I did spend a little bit more on like some fun thing from Amazon or whatever, and I wasn't aware that, you know, oh, actually I've been spending a bit more on subscriptions and blah, 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 blah. And then you look back and you're like, wait, why is my savings a little lower than it normally is, et cetera, blah, blah, blah. On top of the fact that like, if I ever like needed to pay something, like an emergency thing, like if my car recently, I needed to get some repairs on it. If I ever need to like get a serious repair, that would destroy me. Like, you know, that would be really tough. Low-key, I do use Rocket Money. I would love for them to sponsor me eventually. But yeah, they, or at least I used to use them a lot. They're very, very good for canceling stuff for you. Budgeting wise, I just use a spreadsheet, but that's just me. I kind of like typing in stuff like that. That's the data nerd in me. But yeah, back to the thing. The big thing that I'm trying to get into a bit more is just trying to find something on the side that I can do that won't disrupt with casting. Because I've had a lot of gigs that are like jobs I've seen that I'm interested in around Dallas. But the issue is that they're like, sometimes they're like, oh, you might need to work like evenings and weekends. And I'm like, see, the thing is like, I can work a 9 to 5, but like most casting gigs are in the evening. Like I can't be losing out on casting if I want to continue to like actually grow in this space. Like I can't get a CRL cast or something, you know, on the mainstream in front of Blast employees and be like, nah, like I can't say no to those. Those are like absolutely must have. Everything else gets canceled. So it's like if a job was like, sorry, you're on call, you have to come in. I'm gonna be like, no. Like, also, what happened if I get called in on a day I'm doing a cast? I just have to bounce out. Like I'm never gonna get hired again by that TO. So it was lit, by the way. It was lit. But yeah, to give a more definitive answer to you, Kyle, I'm honestly just looking for something a little on the side because that's honestly what you do as a full-time creator and caster. Like your life isn't necessarily like, oh, every year I know I'm making this amount. Like this past year I did pretty well, but that's also because OG was paying me per month like a full like paycheck to just be salaried with them. So like that was a big chunk that really helped me out. But the thing is, I won't have that next year because OG left. So it's like I got to find something to fill that gap, or at the very least, like scrounge around, be a little bit more frisky about which freelance gigs I can take on more freelance gigs. I might start looking into doing admin work, or maybe if I'm available for DreamHack, instead of going there, I can like you know, work in part of the crew and get like $1,200 for that weekend or whatever, you know, stuff like that. RP Bozos. Well, I mean, Northwood, it was in the cards that they would eventually have to fall behind. Damn it. Oh, I figured they would not go for that. Honestly, I would love to actually work DreamHack Dallas for esports, but Rocket League is basically soft banned there. This chat freeze is getting under my skin. So it's also freezing for you. Okay, that I feel a little bit better, Birdie, that like it's not just me. Because yeah, my chat keeps saying disconnected, reconnected, disconnected, reconnected, and I'm just like, what is going on? Like, why is it happening? I thought it was just my internet or something, but the fact that it's happening to YouTube makes me feel like it's just a YouTube-wide issue. Which makes me feel like now the super chat glitch is also a YouTube issue and not just like me. It's been like this for weeks. Oh, interesting. It happens when you're at home and also on like mobile and whatnot. Because yeah, it's very strange. Yeah, like I keep seeing this like little error message at the bottom of my YouTube chat that's just like, sorry, the chat has been disconnected. You will not be able to read any message or blah, blah, blah. And then it says, okay, it's reconnected. And then like right underneath it again, it's like, oh, just kidding, you're still disconnected. I think I would do like a mini challenge. Okay. Okay, I bumped him. That's not good. Oh, just kidding. He really messed that hard. Okay, I forced him not to use that flip. Unfortunately, we challenged her out really late. Oh, please get to that! Please get to that! Please get to that! Okay. You want to be a hero? Ooh, he does. Hello, random. Too many moist critical videos. So you cast any esports content? Well, I strongly believe I would be able to cast whatever. I just need working knowledge of the game and more importantly, the passion for the game. Because personally, I know a lot of casters who cast games that they don't really like that much. And personally, I would never say this about anyone trying to just get their bag to their face. But I think if you're doing that and you're taking jobs away from other casters who could do the job better, I think you're kind of the problem. Like, I've always resented the idea of, like, someone who puts in a whatever performance just to get a paycheck. Because, like, the thing is, like, when I'm casting for any Rocket League event, I'm, like, genuinely excited to cast it. And it kills me that there are some people out there that would just be, like, rolling their eyes, doing no prep work, very clearly don't know anything or doing any background research or whatever on the gig. And they get those gigs over me or other full-time people that I know in this space. And just, like, you shouldn't be doing something unless you're going to give it 100%. And if you're not going to give it 100%, then why are you doing it, you know? So for a lot of people, they're like, oh, you should go into Valorant. I'm like, well, considering I don't play Valorant and I don't have a huge passion for the game, I would never want to go into that, you know? Also, cringe that he actually gets a really bad flick on that, but it works because I backflip instead. Cringe and mid by me. All right, chat, we might be effed here. Our chicken is fun as it is to engage with you like this. I'm just gonna send you to oblivion. No, I'm just gonna automatically ban him. Birdie, like it's not. People like that just want to come into the chat just to spam and then be like, haha, this is funny. I do genuinely wonder sometimes how bad the chat would look, but also what my viewership would be like if I never banned people that were annoying. Like if I just ignored them. I feel like people in chat would really hate it, but I feel like I think about like the beginnings of my YouTube streaming where like I was popping off and getting like a lot of viewers. I feel like it was fun because I always had something chat to read and whatever, and it was kind of fun to troll people, but like, my God, the one feedback I kept getting was all my Twitch people who like had to listen to me read off the YouTube chat all the time were like, yeah, man, I love you, but like, I've been struggling to watch your stream lately because it's just such a bad chat environment. And I'm like, yeah. How many times did you ban during the political time? It actually wasn't that bad. It was just annoying when people who know better kept doing it. Like, I kept having to time out people who have been like regulars in the stream, and they would say something like just unabashedly like, you know, political, and I'd be like, dude, like, come on. Like, if someone comes in and be like, who'd you vote for? Like, that's one thing. But like, when people are trying to like, they know because I've told them, and also they've been in stream, and also they've told other people, hey, don't talk about XYZ, and then they do it. I'm like, how do you think it's gonna end? I'm drinking Mexican Coke again? Let's go, Rye. Good to hear. Mexican Coke is the GOAT Coke drink. Hello, Lando Dark. Jet's dead again. It hasn't froze up on my side, but maybe it will in a second. Ooh. Yeah, I was like, you're gonna go for the pass there. Okay, these don't, bro, he's not challenging you. Fold my laundry. All right, sounds good. See Alice? Best luck folding, and also if I don't talk to you before you leave, hopefully you have a safe flight tomorrow morning. Okay. No. Your ball snooze? Oh, he didn't. Interesting. Okay. Oh my god, this full party is so sweaty, and yet they're giving nothing with the ball. It's painful. We're still gonna lose to this, though. Okay, cool. Game's starting to speed up. Things I like to see. Oh, interesting. Why are you both going for it? Questionable decision. Also, is that a challenger tag? And they really just gave that to anyone. This bro can't even drive in the wall! What happened? You get bumped. Why'd you let yourself get bumped? You had the advantage on this. Why are you aerialing? Bro. Yeah, I need to duo queue. This is like, I forgot how, man, this is really taking me back to like a month ago, how miserable I was queuing this rank. It really is like an entirely different world. Like, it's not just like a lower rank. Like, these people are just fundamentally different humans. Like, just like zero awareness of where that might go. Like, okay, so I'm gonna admit fault, obviously. Like, that's not the best touch, but like, Corgi's coming in, he's going all the way to the outside of the ball, which means the ball logistically only has two options. It's backboard or middle, and we protect neither and then get scored on. Like, what else do we think is going here? Like, he's not shooting that. He has no run up to that. Like, what are we doing? Just zero prediction, zero thoughts, head empty. Hello, legend. Okay. Nice. Nice. Legend, it could be avoided if you just simply didn't type a singular symbol for your chat. gonna put that one into open space since I don't really have a pass otherwise. Okay, Sniz, nice. What's so bad about it? Because you're not typing anything, you're just putting a random thing. It'd be like if you were talking to your friend and they would just come up occasionally and say, the, and then stop talking, and you're like, okay, cool, I can't respond to that. You're just saying things to say things. Personally, I would demo the only guy standing in front of us in the goal, but that's okay. We can go for the redirect too, Sniz. No! Ah, God, I was playing off the bail because I thought Corgi actually had another touch, and he didn't. Big sad. Chat, we might actually just have to give up tonight, because I don't think it's going to get better. We are negative 50 right now. I think it's never been more Jover right now. We're at the realm of gameplay where I don't actually know if I can do anything about it. Like I don't actually think it's gonna work until I start getting a streak of decent games. What happened to all my Fennec presets? That's weird. I've checked the item shop in a while. And that's why. Well, gold chakra. Gold is kind of a cool thing they've added. Still waiting for them to add like more interesting other stuff. Get more into gems or whatever. Or change the car colors to like something else other than just matte. I think it'd be kind of cool to have cars that have like a trim that are like translucent, like a diamond type of look. Like an emerald, sapphire, etc. I don't know what that would do to the engine. Yeah, Chad, I think we're honestly at next loss territory. This is not going well. Today has just been disastrous. I think I might actually have to make a play date in the future and actually get like someone to play with, because yeah, this is just as bad as I remember. Ah, yes, YouTube chat. Yes, please continue to DC. Rob me of my ability to actually see anyone. Are you gonna end? Well, Legend, if you listen to the words coming out of my mouth, I think you might be able to tell. So yeah, I think we're honestly, we're next like yeah, of course type loss away from ending. Because if we just lose, it's like a close game, I don't really care. But like if we're losing another game like that last one where I'm just watching my teammates drool on the controller for 5 minutes, it's like, yeah, I'm done. Like I'm not dealing with that. Because that stuff is oof. This stuff is only I can only go so far. On top of the fact that that last game my teammate was 150 points below me, so not always fun to be able to watch that happen in real time. Hey, Dutch. Okay, this is a true solo queue. Makes you feel a little bit better about our chances here. Okay, cool, he gave it away. Well, that's a shame on that touch. Bounced a little bit further than I wanted to. Damn. Two points. If my teammate is my friend, let's say it's 400 points below me, but I'm just locked in a goal, so it's that bad. I mean, who cares if you score more points? Points don't mean anything about how well someone plays. I know plenty of people who don't have super high scoring games, but they're still good to play with because they know how to position and rotate, and they're reliable. I think it's a problem if your teammate literally has like under 50 every game. That means they're barely even touching the ball. Oh, it's Galmai. You're coming in probably in the tail end of this stream, because today is reminded me why I exclusively played this game off stream for about a week and a half to rank up. Forgot how horrific GC3 truly is in terms of the comparison. I am back to having to play actually an objectively worse and less intelligent playstyle to be able to play at this rank. Okay. That's a really nice goal, though. Is it like Diamond, they're either really bad or play stupidly? No, it's mostly just they play stupid. Like, everyone in this rank doesn't actually pay attention. They just kind of drive around. Like, skill-wise, I don't think I've played with a player who's actually bad. It's just they set themselves up in situations that are purposely obtuse. And then when they get in trouble, they're just like, unfortunate. Anyway, I will learn nothing from that encounter, and then they just move on with their day. And it's frustrating because it's like, all these goals are highly preventable. When you're playing an SSL, when you get scored on, usually it's because the other team just straight up outplays you. Like, they're just draining of you boost for like 5 minutes straight, and eventually you're just like, well, I can't defend anymore, and we get scored on. That's fine. That's acceptable. But like, when we're getting scored on because some guy on our team has 60 boost, but he doesn't use it until the last minute, and then he blows all through it in the last second, gets a bad 50, goes straight into the ceiling, and the second guy scores. It's like, that didn't have to happen. If you just went when you were supposed to, this would have been avoided. Kind of like that one. Good area by Shoofs. Now that's the middle. Teammate should have that, but he decides not to go. And then he's gonna jump, and he still doesn't have it, so I'm gonna take it around. Shoof take it to the far side. Oh, that's rough. Okay, he lobbed it straight up. You ever talk to chat when playing off stream? What? Why would I talk to stream? No, I don't talk to myself while I'm playing. Sometimes I get in a VC and like chat with friends or something if I'm playing off stream, but. How are you doing today? Not well. Today's been pretty oofers on the rank ladder, but that's all right. Hello, little bro. Oh my god, of course you land right where I couldn't see you on fort. Okay, I was about to say, I'm like, I am faster than these guys. I just need to play it like it. Close one. Ooh, hello, my name is Omar because I'm from Saudi Arabia. Well, hello, my name is Jeff because I am from the United States. Interesting. Played his challenge, he doesn't chow. Good fake. Cowith has that. Nice, close one, shoof. Alright, I think I'm gonna commit to just playing a deep third now. Steal this boost and then just kind of allow Cowith to make the easy touches. Nice. Teammate, it's right at you. It's right at you. Like this is top 0.001% of all players in this continent. I don't care if he's zero boost. That's a touch he never has to miss. Are you gonna end? Legend, man, I really wish you ever listen to me. Nice. Hey, I'm gonna get off next loss. Especially one that's not like a good loss. One that I'm like, wow, that was a good game and it was good effort. And then you've asked like 3 times since that, hey, are you gonna end? I don't know, bro. If I lose in a really tragic way, yeah, I'll probably end. What are we doing here? I love your turtle. I love your turtle, Tycap. Okay, there's at least one decent. My volume is up 4. Then why would you even talk if you can't hear what I'm saying? You people are so weird. The amount of times you guys ask a question in chat, don't listen to the answer, and then ask it again. Why even ask if you're not gonna listen? Turn up the volume the first time. YouTube chat reaffirms my decision every day to never have children. Not dealing with this for 18 years. Why so funny today? Because you're incompetent in the chat. That's why, Legend. Can you add me? Nope. I do not play with people I don't know, Omar. Okay. The Q should not still be so slow. We're like low, like mid GC3 right now. It should not be this slow. Muster is a double? Yeah, I'm not able to do that. I don't practice that enough. Now I would probably need to be closer. Is that about the new season? I heard some quality of life changes coming in. I kind of want to see what those are in the update notes. Honestly, there's online free play. I have honestly like very little enthusiasm about that. That's not really something I ever really was super excited about, but I think it's cool to finally add it in, you know? Jump. Close one. All right, chat, yeah, I think I'm just going to be playing a bit more defensive in these games because I think the thing we keep getting burned on is I'm trusting people in these random lobbies to be doing certain things that I know they're probably not going to be able to pull off, so I'm just going to try to do it myself. Oh, good demo. Wow, they're really actually chasing demos. Okay. Bro is actually going all the way up to steal a corner boost before the ball even came in. Damn. These guys just want it more. I want my color wheel, huh? Yeah, I didn't expect that guy to rotate that aggressively when they had no offense built up. They played with Mizu? Yeah, we were playing with Mizu the other day in ranked. Am I high or? Okay, yeah, I'm not paying attention right now. I, for some reason, thought we had someone in the midfield, but also I didn't expect us to go so aggressively on a ball that there was no way we'd get it. And this is why we play defensively. All right, let's go really far back. Okay, cool. We are confident in front of the goal. For car customizations? Oh, so like you can like choose the color range or whatever. Again, if you lose this one. Legend, I'm just gonna time you out for the next 30 minutes because I can't stand you having to ask every time. Why does it matter? Just watch until I end. It's like, if you have to leave before then you would leave anyway. I already answered that question like 4 different times. Ah. Okay. Are you gay? Not today. And not any other day. That would've been cool if he passed it. Oh, he did. You know what? Credit where credit's due. He tried to pass it back. It's literally dead! You don't have to free jump! He has no angle! That's such a hard angle to shoot from! Where are you pre-jumping? God, I hate it! I hate it! It's so difficult to play in this rank! Ugh. This is why I should only play off stream, chat. I feel it. Like, unless I am literally within a game or two of SSL, these are guaranteed losses. Because I just can't predict that. Oh. Okay, what rank are you? I was SSL, and now we are GC3. All right, good night, everybody.